this is Chanpal and welcome to Easy English. Speak English confidently, speak English powerfully, speak English automatically, naturally, easily. So let's begin with today's topic. Today's topic gonna be a different one and it's an important part throughout your Easy English learning. Because today I'm gonna discuss on an important part and that is pronunciation. Yes, today's topic is on pronunciation. Now, the question comes that why pronunciation is an important part? Why I need to focus on this? Well, let's begin with this example. There are lots of people, those who are fluent in English. Their spoken grammar is good enough. They can speak well. They can speak at a straight hours, even maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours. But for many hours, they can speak English well, in an excellent way, fluently. But some of them have a very horrible, rather terrible pronunciation. People generally don't understand what he or she is saying. If your pronunciation isn't good enough, then people will not understand you. And in real conversation, if this happens with you, you will lose your motivation, you will lose your confidence, you will lose your energy because that other person will not be able to communicate with you properly. That other person will also lose his energy, his enthusiasm to speak with you, to continue the communication activities. So that's why you need to improve on your pronunciation. And here's some few tips that will help you a lot to improve your pronunciation. Before start the techniques to improve your pronunciation, let me tell you one thing, that pronunciation isn't the same thing that fluency means. Fluency and the pronunciation are different. Not only through the words or the letters, rather the meaning is totally different. If you can speak, the words are coming out from your mouth without any hesitation or pausing or stopping. So that means you are conversationally fluent. You may not a native speaker. If you are not a native speaker, that's fine. But if you can speak English at a straight, normally, easily, so that means you are conversationally fluent. But what happens in case of pronunciation? In case of pronunciation, it doesn't mean fluency. It means that how much accuracy you have for the individual words, individual phrases. It's not about the grammatical correctness. Rather, it's the tone of your voice, how it's clear, how it's understandable to that other person. Because if your pronunciation is terrible, so that other person will not understand you. It will be a very, very critical situation during a real conversation. Maybe you were in a business meeting, maybe you were on the rail station, someone is asking about the timetable or anything, and at that time, if your pronunciation is terrible, so I think you got an idea what will happen at that time. The other person will not be interested in you to speak with you. So that's why you have to work on it. You have to improve your pronunciation. Of course, everyone can pronounce a single word or even a sentence or some phrases. But there is some common individual particular tones for each and every words, each and every phrases, each and every. That means, rather, I want to say that you have to focus on the pause and immediate of a sentence during speaking. Because it's not like a book, which is, where the rules of the conversation is written. Like, hi, what's your name? Hello, what are you doing? No, it's not like that. In real conversation, it happens very, very fast. You need to work on your pronunciation, you have to improve it, and you have to maintain day to day, each and every moment. Whenever you're speaking, you must follow your pronunciation besides fluency, besides the correctness. At the very beginning, correctness is not an important part, but from the very beginning, you must work on the pronunciation. That's an important part. Alright, so let's begin the technique that will help you to improve your pronunciation. So what are those techniques? The number one technique to improve your pronunciation is you have to examine the muscle movements of the speaker. You have to examine the muscle movements of the speaker. Yes, that's an important part. You have to focus, or you have to give a proper attention their muscle movements during speaking. That's why you have to watch videos, English videos from real English people. Real English people means whose English is much better than you. Rather, whose English level is like an advanced level. A very, very high level than you. I mean, who is professionally as an English speaker. He may not be a native speaker, that doesn't matter, but his or her English level must be clear. Pronunciation must be clear and have a good, clear accent. That you need to follow. So this is how you can begin the journey of improving your pronunciation. Okay, so that's the technique 1. And there is another technique, that's technique 2, which is for improving your pronunciation, you have to do regular exercise of your mouth muscles. Yes, of course. This is same thing for another body muscles. For example, a bodybuilder. Those who are gaining their muscles, they are doing exercises for their biceps and triceps and abdominal muscles. Same thing for your mouth muscles also. If you want to speak much better in an excellent way, grow super fast way, so for that you definitely have to improve the muscle movements. It doesn't matter where are you from or whether your mother language is English or not. Still you can improve. Just believe in yourself. And what I exactly mean about the exercise of mouth muscles, the muscles of your cheek, the muscles of your throat, your tongue, which will help you to come out a proper, natural pronunciation, clear tone of your voice. That you need to do. Your exercise means you have to speak. After listening the audio or the video, you have to speak the same thing again and again. You have to repeat. You have to maintain the pause and imitate as per the speaker. You have to follow muscle movements and do the same, like shadowing. What I have discussed in my previous video about shadowing. Again, the same thing. Through shadowing, you can improve your muscle movements of your face. That's what you want to do. Alright, so these two techniques are the most important and really very much effective to improve your pronunciation. Alright, so in my next video, I will give you a few examples. Rather, I'm gonna make some kinds of, especially some audio topics which will help you for listening practice and also simultaneously pronunciation improvement. That means you have to listen to these audios clearly. Okay, so I'm gonna make my next videos on those things. So that's all for today. Stay home, stay safe. See you again.